Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make my great-grandmother's traditional Ranger cookies. Now, who here loves cookies? I, for one, have a gigantic sweet tooth. Cookies used to be an everyday occurrence in my household, ranging from chocolate chip to raisin to sugar cookies, but the cookie that my family always seemed to come back to was my great-grandmother's Ranger cookie. Now, before we begin the baking, I want to preheat my oven. So I'm going to do that. And now let's make sure we have all of our appliances. So we need an electric stand mixer. We need our spatula, our measuring cups, and most importantly, our cookie sheets and an oven mitt for when we take them in and out of the oven. So, to begin, I'm going to start with using 2 sticks of butter. So I'm going to stick this in the electric mixer. I already have the first stick in there. Ooh. And this is softened butter. I just love the idea of baking cookies. It always brings back memories of coming into my grandmother's house and smelling that delicious aroma. So now that the butter is in there, I'm going to crack 2 eggs. I always crack them really, really cold. It helps with no shells getting in. So I'm going to do that. And the idea of having this, this wonderful smell just brings back so many memories. I'm going to do my 1 cup of white sugar and 1 cup of brown sugar. So I'm going to put that in there. That is good to go. And then I'm going to put it on, I'm going to crank this thing up. And then you're going to want to put the mixer on the slowest setting. So you're going to crank it. I just love cookies. It just brings back such a nice memory of childhood for me. Just a little bit longer. The oven is now done, if you heard that beeping. So, almost. Yeah, cookies and the smell of them, it just always reminds me of my grandmother's house when I would go to visit for the summer. Oh, right. I think that's good. So now that we have our butters and sugars and our eggs creamed, we are now going to add in our secret ingredients that my great-grandmother told me, which is 2 cups of oatmeal. 2 cups of oatmeal. Have to have something healthy in these cookies, right? And then 2 cups of traditional Rice Krispies. So now that we have that in there, we are going to put that in. And then finally, I just discovered that this is what was put in by my great-grandmother when I got married. She would give each of us great-grandkids a new ingredient every year. So I found out about 2 years ago that we put in not only shredded coconut, but we put in a tiny pinch of salt with our coconut. So I'm going to add that in. Delicious. All right, I'm going to give that a quick buzz. Lowest setting, always. So great. Now, I'm going to put this down. And the way that my grandmother came up with the name Ranger Cookie is she actually immigrated with, this is 2 cups of flour. My grandmother actually immigrated from Ireland with her family, and they actually passed through the Rocky Mountain Range. And so that is where the name Ranger Cookie came from. So I have my flour in there. And now I'm going to add in my teaspoon of vanilla. This is the half, so I'm going to do 2 of these. I love the vanilla. If you could smell this, you would die. I'm going to do my vanilla. And then we also want to add in 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda and powder. You always want to make sure you get equal measurements, even and equal. My great-grandmother always used to tell me, Cassandra, though everything can be fixed with a pot of tea and a Ranger cookie. So I have always believed that that is the case. I'm gonna do a pinch of salt. It's gonna be a 1/4 of a thing of salt. Then we're gonna give this one more whiz. And also the sugar, I added in, I always like to add in a little extra. So this is 1/4 of a cup. Add it in, give it one more whiz. Gotta move it up, sorry. Oh my gosh, the smell's wafting off this. So good. I can't wait to try these. Alright. Enough. So, take this. Perfect. So, when the batter is completely mixed, it is going to be very chunky and a little bit of crumble, you know, because of the oatmeal. So we're actually going to put this batter in the refrigerator for 45 minutes to an hour to cool. And actually, when it comes out of the refrigerator, it will look like this. So now that our batter is sufficiently cooled and chilled, how you form them is you actually take your 2 pincher fingers and your thumb, you just grab a little bit, about that much, take it in your hand, you roll it in the palm of your hand, like so, so it looks so super, super little. You're gonna come over here to your baking sheet, and you're going to press it down right in the middle. Take your 2 thumbs and go press, press. So it looks a little bit like a cross. I'm gonna do 2 more. These are amazing. I really, really can't wait for you guys to try these. There you go, press. Do 1 more. A little bit more. I really hope that these cookies end up being a family favorite for you guys. There you go. Press, press. All right, so this is what they look like before they get in the oven. And I'll put these in the oven right now. And this is actually what they look like once they're out, golden brown in the oven for 10 minutes at 350. I really, really hope that these cookies bring you joy and happiness and they become a family favorite. Thank you very much. Bye.